if you ever wanted to do a side split, this is how you train it.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this gets better if you wanted to do the side splits, which I wouldn't recommend pushing this like to a full stretch, but you just like the activations. It's just like training this to be really strong. And then one more, go from like a 6 to like maybe a 7 out of 10 stretch. Same thing. But yeah, like a month of this, if you do it every day, I mean, I went from like here to like almost full split when I was doing these every day. It's really just more about being strong and stable in that position because you're never gonna get deeper than this in your delivery. I like this way. You can go this way, but letting the arm really drive mid-back. It's not as much about the arm as the T-spine. Should feel it mostly burning. So I'd just progress it from there, like hold a 20-pound kettlebell or whatever next time you do it. So this will be helpful to help like really to stay engaged. It's gonna be tough to stop that back hip from just like caving open a little bit if that arch starts to drop. If that arch starts to go, it's like everything kind of like opens up. So it's gonna be harder to really like stay in that as long as you can versus it just start like kind of a, once that collapses, tibia goes, knee goes, hip goes. And you're athletic enough to like compensate and make it work. But would it be helpful to be 5% more stable back leg and then be able to block and grab the ground better? Yeah, the better you can grab the ground here, you'll be able to ride it longer without caving. Last two things are in the weight room. We got a medicine ball, rotational throw, and then we have another leg stability wall tap with the medicine ball. So I put tornado ball rotations in here. I imagine you don't have a tornado ball. Right here. Flip around both sides. Once you get the hang of it, you can really start like bringing that other leg into it, trying to go a little more power. And if you can find that like slight forward bend here, so you're finding your glute too, that kind of exposes some of it for you.
I need that.
Yeah, because you're like, your body wants to find like this posture. Like I need you to be so comfortable here that like you could hold this in your sleep, and like you could like 8-pound medicine ball with some power, be able to just stick that. We'll go one more set of those. In between, let's go actual power throws. A rotational scoop toss from here. Find the back hip. I like it with the tornado ball if you have that, because then you can go. Yeah. But you're gonna like load, it's like a rocker drill. You're gonna load and coil here. We're going 10 per side, then 2 sets through. Really fight to grab the ground with the foot. Good. All right, good on the correctives. That right side's always gonna be awkward. No matter how many times I've done med ball throws on my right side, it's always awkward. So we already hit the movement prep. We already hit the tissue work. It's really just bands, shoulder tube, some reverse throws, and then we can jump right in. If you want, I can take you through a couple of these. For me, like I don't really do you can do the exact one, but it's pretty much just every angle on the clock. Here, I's, Y's, T's, A's, L's. Flip around, and then it's gonna be chest press, and then scaption. Where do you feel this one? Are you able to get it right there?
I feel like back.
Okay. Ideally want to feel the scap moving it as much as possible from here. You're gonna get some there, but we want most of it coming from here. So really think about that scap tipping. Good. So forward facing, I like a tricep one up here. 10 of those, and then you're gonna take your right arm and do a lat stretch, left arm do a lat stretch. So for this one, get a little bit of a split stance. As you come forward, think about bending your torso forward. And you're gonna reach long as far as you can. Reach towards me. Here you go. Yep. So we want to feel this turn on right there. Serratus. Yeah, try to keep your elbows in line, and you're just rotating. You're just rotating here. You're not back here. Good. Basically do this 6-way. So it's like do a flexion, do extension. If you want to do it this way, that's fine. All right, now we gotta go pronation, supination. I like doing it actually facing. So you're gonna go at 90, and then you're gonna turn in. So, yeah, just like that. So you're gonna turn in. That's an important one to warm up if you're doing like throwing sliders or ripping sliders. And then last one, opposite, we're just going the opposite way. All right, head over to the plyo area. We got 2, we got arm circles, and then we're good to go. Throw your shoes back on. You ever throw with no shoes? No. Some guys do. I'm not a huge fan. All right, the arm circle routine. Honestly, you can just do 50 arm circles, but I like doing it couple different ways. So 10 here, 10 there, 10 here. Start small, get big. And try to draw those circles with your scaps, not with your shoulders. Personally, I like that more for like post throw, like strengthening. This is like a little bit more gentle for like warm up. That'll fatigue you. This really doesn't fatigue you as much. Yeah, because you got to go hard on that one to make it go. Yeah, I kind of just get like release point basically, and the full one you're gonna really go like all the way out, all the way back. Get a good reach across your body. Yep. I'll show you the drop catches. Again, this is like, I write 10 each here. If it needs to be like 5, if it needs to be 1 set instead of 2 sets. It's like whatever you need to get warm. Basically like snap it back to the front. Like relax. Good. So what you'll find is like if you do 10 reps of each and then you're like, man, my arm is gassed, next time do 3 reps of each. Like, so you're trying to find that sweet spot where your arm's primed but not. So we're good for plyos. If you want some dynamic stuff like high knees, butt kicks, like a couple jogs, you can. We'll go through some of these, the lower half patterning stuff tomorrow. Let's just throw now. So they're both fine drills, but if you're gonna start kind of more like taking the lower half out of it and just keeping it like here up, what I'd suggest is the next set of 10, you start to actually like get into your back hip and then use that to provide the energy. So now you're basically trying to find this back hip and unload from that back hip coil, as opposed to just keeping it upper half only. It's all coming from the back hip. I'll make a couple modifications and just you tell me what feels better. So bring the feet a little bit closer together. You're out here, bring it here, and come a little bit in front. So you're like kind of staggered. Now, when you go to turn, let that heel come off. So you're gonna actually find a full load here, then throw. A big thing for you, I mean, you've always had like somewhat of a low elbow, but a big thing for you is like as you go to rotate, I'd like to be able to see elbow like get a little bit more like in plane with your shoulders so you can get downhill. So if you feel like you're like up here, just be a little bit patient, like driving downhill. All right, remember how that feels? I'm gonna tell you one thing and then you tell me if it feels any better. So it's kind of an upper half drill, but I'd rather you think of this as a lower half drill. So instead of thinking about like this swing, like, and this being an arm drill, think about the hips driving it. It's this, that. So the arm is just along for the ride, but like this is actually the driver. The arm is just here. This is just like an effortless whip, but it's actually like, find this, find the back hip, boom. Yeah. But now we're like warmed up. We're ready to start actually adding the leg lift in. So you can either throw out your delivery and just do that, or you can add a step back, or you can add a step into.
Oh, so you just step back?
Yeah, you literally just start out. That's a hop back, but for you, I'd rather keep it like pretty close to your delivery. So you're literally just stepping back into it, load. Yeah. It's a longer first day, all good.
Hey, just, making sure I don't miss a stone.
Some guys find like it transfers a little better if they just like go to 90 or so out of their delivery and then like hop from there. Some guys just find like, especially if they get into like longer long toss, the transfer can just be a little bit better. Like, hey, I just figured something out in my long toss. That one just like extra far. Whatever you feel there, like you'll be able to find on the mound right away because you're doing it out of the same exact like delivery.
So, like more if I'm going here for like a long toss, I'm going here.
It's something to try, and if you feel like that syncs up, like theoretically the catch play transfer to your bullpen should be a little bit better. But some guys have done it the whole career and like no reason to change it if it's working. Those were all pretty gross, but do you want to mess with a couple things I'll have you show me your grip in a second. All right, show me exactly where you're on again. Okay, let's try going slightly tilted this way. So you're like pretty tilted. Try going a little bit less tilted. Like almost, Yeah, still tucked. Almost not fully on the rails, but just slightly offset instead of like all the way.
Like that?
Yeah, just a little bit offset. All right, that one's cutting on you a little bit. I don't want to fully give up on this split yet, the split grip, split change. Instead of going middle finger, now I'll go here. So now we're going index finger. So it's still 3 fingers, 1 finger, but now this is pulling down across this way. And then you're just straight down, or you can think about going right over it. It's not bad, but the first one's better. Yeah, so the twist is I think what's working best for you because it gets you on this one seam. When you get that one seam, you're more likely to actually get like the seam shift effect. When you're down here, like it's more like that 2 seam action, which 2 seam works if you're Clay Holmes and you have like you really supinate it. Now we're talking about like baby modifications with this grip because it seems to be the right orientation. Those are all the nastiest ones. Yeah. That's it. So you're gonna take yourself into a stretch and then push down. It can be a baseball bat, whatever. So you're gonna take yourself, hold it on this side. And then, yeah, and then you're trying to push down. Yeah, this is like tendon health. So basically just feel it contract, but you're not trying to like absolutely like go 100%. Here, 10 here. 10 thumb down, 10 pronation, 10 supination. Here we're just trying to basically, at the end of this, you should have like a forearm pump, like a nice forearm pump. Control it back slow. Just trying to feel that tendon work right there. And basically hang like a weight plate from it. So get a 5-pound weight plate. So you go right here. And then keep this up too. Keep this like bottoms up. Yeah. We'll just go through once, yeah. So 1 round is basically like a recovery day and in season like typical thing. After your bullpen days in the off season, if you want to do 2 rounds, you can. 10 here, 10 there. Scaption. And for the eyes, try to stay a little more up here. And the Y's are out here. Yeah, there you go. And you're just thinking about taking the scaps and scooping them back here. Good.
Low enough? You want me to go lower?
That looks better. We'll work on it. Let me give you a look at what you're probably gonna want to go for. Look as fast as you can just like. Good. Yeah, if it says like 5 to 7 seconds for the reps, just like count in your head. It doesn't need to be like how fast can you just like reverse direction. Back feel fine. Back feel fine. On these, as you get tired, if this starts to like cave, you might feel your back. So just make sure to keep this like down the whole time. 2 more times through that circuit.
Hey, you don't come out here often?
Out here?
Yeah, everybody's surprised.
No, I got a couple guys in house. I got Daniel. I got a couple of my guys visiting like every week or 2. But I'm not out here all day, no. I'm like, I don't know if you use it for just this, but I'll go, I'll start a strength session and then it'll tell you your heart rate in between. 3, yeah. Good. That feels fine on your back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I wouldn't load you up on like super heavy on this, but for like a power day, I'm okay with like a little bit of load, just not like heavy load. Okay. So like on certain days, we'll actually go like weighted jump mat, and then like band assisted jump. And you'll see like every set the vertical jump goes up if you're doing it right. I'll probably ask like 2 more questions. Like, what's your bullpen routine? Like, what's your game day basically? Like, what do you think in 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning? Like, how do you the switch basically? What's your bullpen routine? Gonna do a little just double fisting. It does look like you're just a caffeine fiend right now. You good to do this? Hey, we miking Josh up.
What up? Chilling.
Simple, like cool. But his video was viral.
He was
Guys got what you need? So it is 2:28. Our bullpen is at 3 o'clock. Today's more of a pitch sign type session. So Josh is stretching out right now. We're gonna go through his correctives. We're gonna take some time on the plyo wall, and we're gonna take some time in the catch play, try to find that pitch shape for the changeup. Just make sure that everything's working properly mechanically. We're gonna hop on the mound, see if we can't replicate some of his best changeups from catch play yesterday. Try to finish that bullpen with a little bit more game-like feel, some standard hitters, and really make sure he can actually replicate that pitch shape under a little bit more pressure. So let's dive in. Let's go through his correctives. Good? All right. Yeah, so this one, so to start, before you bring the hands in, you're gonna think about basically bringing your tailbone through the wall while lifting your top of your forehead up. So you're thinking about this. So that's when you can do before bed and first thing in the morning. Those are technically the 2 best times to do it. But try to feel like the entire spine rotate. But you're basically just getting your spine working front to back, side to side, and then rotationally. How's that 5-ounce feel? Do you like the 5-ounce too? I just think that's the last little like bridge between, like, as you're starting to warm up slowly, use the red. Right before you kind of get done, you throw a set of 10 with, yeah, not necessarily like max effort, but like crank it up from 60, 70% to 75, 80% for the last couple. Now you go pick up 5-ounce ball. Who's throwing harder today? Who's throwing harder today? Who's throwing the better changeup today? They're like the exact same metrics in their last several bullpens. They're both like 5 hurt. No, honestly, from this distance, just like starting it more bell high, and like a good one will bounce because that means it dropped 3 feet. Changeup looked really good there. That was legit. All right, who's gonna throw a better changeup today? His looked really good, but timing's different, flat to mound.
I feel like I'm about to play a game right now.
Now, are you good? Are you good to throw? Like, we'll try to find the changeup first half of the pen. You're gonna do a couple like simulated hitters with the stand-in guy at the very end. Yeah, like 25 pitches in the last like 10, 12. I want. Yeah, because I want to. So some like 10 fastballs, build it up, get the slider going, and then we'll go mostly changeups, 10, 15 changeups, finish with counts. Good shape. Yeah, good pitch. How big has that gotten in your bullpen so far? That's about as big as you'll see it.
I don't think I've gotten past 7, but at the same time, it's like, you don't mind that.
Well, we know it's probably going to tighten up a little bit in game 2.
I think the gyro's here, that's here.
That last one was the second one, though. Last one was here.
All of them.
Yeah. What was that about throwing 85 today?
Got a crowd, I guess.
I don't know why they want to see a sub-max bullpen, but...
And I got the music.
All right, let's see it. Good. What'd you feel on that one? Did you feel yourself around that one, or what?
I feel like it's not coming on top of it, it's coming in here.
Yeah, that one looked like you pulled around it a little bit versus like getting through, like you said, this way. Have you played with the finger here?
First 2 were.
In catch play, those last couple, were those more the wider?
I think I'm like on 2.
Yeah. Let's go with that. There it is. Repeat that so we know it's not a fluke there. Yeah. Good read, but that was it. That was it. Yeah, do it again. We'll go a couple more, and then we'll go a couple hitters. I feel like that's just staying in your hand too long when you have that pressure there. What were the simplest ones out there in your thought process?
Honestly, it was like normal grip, but then just bring it up.
And then straight through it this way.
But yeah, I was just thinking,
Okay.
almost like a splitter. Feel where I'm going. Just,
Yeah. And did you feel like your wrist was a little stiffer out there?
yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's good time.
I'm giving you one or two more before we go a couple hitters. Just trust the grip through that middle finger. So one thing we can play with too is in catch play, like as we come back in, we'll do a couple from the shuffle and then making sure we do a couple like from the leg lift too, just to bridge the gap, because like you'll have it really well sometimes on flat ground and then sometimes on the mound it disappears, and other times like you won't have it there and then you'll have it here. So just to bridge the gap a little bit better. You threw the one this is what you were doing in catch play like every time. That one really good one. Do you want to go hitters or do you want to keep working through that? One righty, one lefty. 0-1, good pitch. Not bad, not your best one, but that'll play. Twos. Feel yourself creep up a little bit on that one. That was like a bigger shape.
That's why I'm trying to like go down.
You're trying to get back foot on that one. Gotcha. Yeah, we can see I doubt any hitter's gonna pick that up. Definitely like a tiny bit of climb for that one. But you can see you got a lot more sweep on that one. What do you got? 2-0. Good pitch. Gotta get back in it. 3-1. Good pitch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good pitch. Let's go. End on that. He had one that really, like, especially to you, I think because his fastball is carrying so much, like the ones that are like 7 vert look like they're falling out of the bottom. He only threw one really, really good one that was like 1 vert. I think the timing's a little bit off too, just like going from flat to slope. So the bridge there is gonna be just throwing it more off the mound. What we could do is add some shuffles off the mound too, like have the catcher start 75, 70 feet away, shuffle down, throw a few, find the field before you actually start. But we just gotta bridge the gap there. Thoughts?
Yeah, good. I think everything was good. I think the changeup, we got it. We just got to figure out exactly what we're doing.
It's gonna.
I think it's also the wrist. I think we got to think the wrist has to be here.
Yeah.
And I think when I did it, when I got the really good one, it was like I was on top of it.
Right.
Instead of like behind it.
And I think that's part of how your fastball has the shape that it has, that you have a tendency to kind of like, you're still relaxed here and then you get underneath it and then you just create that insane like lift on the sinker. It's just gonna be a totally different feel to just get consistent. If we're going to where like you're getting the shape almost every time in catch play and then 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 times here, now it needs to be 4 out of 5 times here, and then it's just gonna be doing under pressure. But we got some time.
Yeah, plenty of it.
Yep. Good shit.